Good day to my amazing superhumans. This is your host Shaima, and welcome to another episode of the EWA podcast sessions. The subject that we are going to talk about today is us being stuck in a period of our life. And I'm not talking physically or when it comes to memories or sometimes being melancholic. No, I'm talking emotionally being stuck in a period to the point where you are still seeking validation from people belonging to that period. So, I'll tell you exactly what happened. Last week, I had a call with an ex-colleague turned friend. So, we were just checking on each other, random talk about life. And then comes, of course, the office gossip. So, after in the middle of that thing, we were talking about the updates related to different projects. You know, out of curiosity, of course, I want to know what happened to all those projects that I've left standby when I decided to leave my job. And as she was giving me the updates, of course, updates that were super exciting, like super new things, evolution, so many things. I swear, my ears were popping up out of excitement. I could feel my heart really beating so fast. And I just had a dissociation moment where I was no longer in that moment right now where I am, but I was completely back into the era of my life to the point where I could even see the desk and my computer in front of me. And as she was giving me all those new things, all those new details, I was even thinking about the Excel files, the Drive files. I would have done it that way, this way. And the little monkey in that little cubicle in my brain, the zone of my brain responsible for validation, was all over the place. That little monkey was jumping in that cubicle. I was once again, and had to say, unintentionally seeking the validation of my old boss and my old colleagues. And the fact that this, I could feel it physically, just opened my eyes to like, wow, what the hell is happening? What the hell had been happening all those years? Now I understand. I've made the adult decision to leave that job. Still, it still has that take on my mental. And I saw it and I understood that for me, I still consider that to be the ultimate Mount Everest of my achievements. And on top of that Mount Everest, I did build a glass ceiling. Just to make sure that I will never see above that, or I will never see out of that Mount Everest vision that I had built. And it was so scary, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I did miss lots of job opportunities, lots of job evolution, and just trying to find the right word. Let's just say it that way. Lots of professional learning experiences in the professional world, because I was addicted to the validation shots my old job was giving me, and I am the one who was creating the addictive material at that time, and I was feeding myself that. And it's a super scary feeling, because I am responsible of why I remained, I will not say stuck, but why I remained in that position for so many years. And even sometimes I could not defend myself or ask for things that I really deserved, because I have this toxic trait of seeking validation. Now I see it throughout my life. It went from my parents to family members, to work, to colleagues, to friends. And I just need a clear vision of hierarchy to give that person, whoever is on the top, to give him that power over me. And this is exactly what I did. So after the call, after we hang up, I did not want to analyze any of the emotions. So I told myself, listen, just go to bed, sleep on it, and tomorrow morning you're gonna try to analyze what was happening. This is exactly what I did. I forced myself into sleep, took a magnesium pill, and just slept that night. And when I woke up, I came up with the conclusion that I just shared with you guys. And when I looked around me, I was somehow proud of myself. Proud of myself because I did not let that toxic idea of the grass is greener elsewhere eat me at that moment. And also, I was proud of myself because I jumped to the unknown by just waking up one day, deciding to leave a job where I was at the top of my game, where I spent 8 years, and just leaving with any clear plan, because there was this calling that first I wanted to be there present for my kids when they finish school at 4, and also because I realized that I just still have 6 years before I reach 40. I want to be able to try all the crazy shit and crazy things that I have. I want to be able to go back to study another degree, to do this podcast right here. I don't know, become a blogger, travel the world, write my life book, do crazy things before I reach 40. And it's lots of work to realize that I don't need anyone's validation besides my inner self, because it's the thing that really knows what I need and what I want and loves me unconditionally. And yes, this is the wow. I will tell you, that's a very seeing your weaknesses is was one of my greatest fears, and it's very hard. It's like a wake-up call. And the scariest part is that I'm seeing this happening all around me, with colleagues, with friends, with family, with just people stuck in the most random situations because they think that this is the max they deserve, or even sometimes they are not aware of what's happening. So you keep fighting fights that are not even worth having. That while people with no fear or not having this toxic trait of validation, jumping without underwear to the most random things and coming up with the most amazing results. So the conclusion is, guys, nothing is worth limiting your dreams, limiting your abilities, and limiting your capabilities. And my God, did I screw up big time? But still, it was a life lesson, and I'm proud of myself. Thank you for your time again, and thank you for listening to my most random conversations. Thank you, and I will see you on another episode. Remember, be nice to others, and most importantly, be nice to yourself. حيت ما دايم لك غير راسك الزين.